Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today, I am going to be checking out everything that just dropped in accordance with Week 5. For those of you that saw my data mine sneak peek video, you do already have a glimpse at everything that is to come. However, I'm going to be taking a first look at all of these limit breaks, what they are doing. I'm going to go through each of the notices. I'm going to do a review on the shop. We're going to take a quick look at the banner, basically just taking a glimpse at everything that just dropped with this new mega patch into the game. That being said, without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm going to jump over here to the notices, and we're just going to go through these one at a time. It looks like there is a lot to check out. So I'm just going to go through here from the beginning and see where we are. So here we have a Tea Party and Festive Eggs exchange added. So it looks like there's been a new exchange added to it, and it looks like some pretty good rewards. There's a mithril ingot here, some mithril ores. Can't quite recall what this one is, but looks like some type of synth catalyst. And also Red 13 is getting a new free event weapon for everyone that is farming this event. All right, well, that is nice to see. On top of that, we have the new chapter for Final Fantasy VII. It is Chapter 6. It will be introducing Cait Sith as a new playable character. We've known about this for quite some time, but it is pretty awesome to actually get to see it. So it looks like a bunch of things have been added. Cait Sith's character stream. It looks like certain things have been added to the gear exchange, so I'll check out the gear exchange as well. We do have a new crisis dungeon, the Coral Prison, which has normal to very hard, currently unlocked. All right, that's pretty awesome. I will be making a guide for that as soon as I can. We have a new limit break for every single new character in the game, which we already saw coming. For those of you guys that have been following my videos up until now. All right, here we have the new chapter release campaign. So it looks like we'll be getting some more blue crystals. Thank the gods for that. All right, so here we have the new chapter release. For a limited time, Cait Sith's gained experience is increased by 400%. That's awesome because it's definitely going to take quite some time to level this new character all the way from 1 up to 70. As of April 3rd, 7 o'clock, the new chapter release training campaign is on now. Complete missions to get Cait Sith weapon guaranteed draw tickets times 50. All right, so to make sure that you guys are not missing out on those. It does look like the new chapter release login bonuses will give us a total of 6,000 blue crystals. Yeah, let's go. I could use the crystals now after all the freaking pulls that I've been doing. All right, so let's go back. Here we have a Tifa and Cait Sith new featured weapon draw. I will be doing a pull or not to pull banner review for this featured draw, but it will not be in this video. It will be in a video to come, so you guys will get a chance to see that. But here are the two weapons. We have the bunny gloves and the flower vase. Tifa's is a magic based water arcanum set. However, this is the first one that's actually going to give a attack boost while casting, and I did check this out. Even at OB10, it's still low on the first cast, but it does go to high on the second cast. I think at OB6 it goes from low to mid. Interesting that at OB10 it's still low to high, but still, I bet this is going to be, I mean, this is essentially the best elemental weapon we have in the game as of right now. It is very powerful, and of course it comes for Tifa. Other than that, we have the flower vase over here for Cait Sith, which drastically increases the magic attack of a single ally, grants regen, kind of like Garnet's Rod, also restores up to 13% of the caster's healing potency, nothing we haven't seen before, and grants haste. Now, this is with a 20% probability, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about that yet, which is why I'm kind of holding off on doing a banner review video for now, because essentially you could go an entire battle casting this over and over and never cast haste once. So I don't know, not really a fan of this type of thing that they've been doing. All right, so it does look like the new effect haste, the increased rate of the ATB gauge is faster. Yes, we understand. Alright, so there are 2 new costumes here as well, the Bunny Bustier and the Party Jacket. Tifa's does look freaking spicy. Alright, we have the Boost Magical Ability Potency for the first R ability and the Water Blade Arcanum. Then we're getting a buff debuff extension costume for Cait Sith, along with the first ever Critical Potency Arcanum. Very interesting, and this is because a lot of his weapons have the ability to add certain effects, debuffs, or buffs when he does a crit on top of the original weapon effect, which is very interesting new mechanic that's coming just for him. So as you can see, this new ability increases damage when a critical hit occurs. Okay, but I'm guessing that it also increases the chance of a critical happening. Oh no, it looks like it just boosts damage. Interesting. All right, let's go back and check out what else we have. We do have a new banner. A half anniversary Tifa special 5-star weapon guaranteed draw. You guys know how I feel about these. I'm not too keen on these at all. I think these are more for players who are spending more in the game than those who want to be saving. But for those of you that are pulling, I wish you the best of luck. All right, all appearing weapons are exclusively for Cait Sith in this new banner. The new chapter release, Cait Sith guaranteed 5-star weapon draw. As of April 3rd, the new chapter release, Cait Sith 5-star weapon draw is now on. It will cost 2,000 red crystals. Also, for every 10 draw performed, a bonus of mithril ore times 5 is included. Still, it does give a guaranteed weapon for Cait Sith, so off the bat, if you are building him, this is probably a good way to spend your red crystals. However, if you're not interested in building Cait Sith and doing it over a time period, probably better to save them. Then we have some new chapter releases, which I will be looking over in the shop in a little bit, but not quite yet. And I think that this notice right here is just a recap of things that we already know. All right, guys, where to start? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I want to look at all the new limit breaks for every character. All right, so we should just be able to go to every character and click down here and see what it is. So here is Clim Hazard. At level 1, it has a charge speed of 900, so it is very fast. And I do believe the charge speeds don't change from their base level. So this is a very fast casting ability. Deals 1000% physical, magical, non-elemental damage with a range of a single enemy. Also, when debuff, stats, potency, or resistances is granted to the target, so when the target is debuffed, it deals 2 times damage. Okay, that is pretty interesting. I am curious to see what the maximum potency of damage is on that. And I'm just going to go through the list here, and we're going to check out all of these right now. All right, so that was Clouds. Here we have Barrett's Satellite Beam, also a charge speed of 900. Deals 800% physical, magic, non-elemental damage, range all enemies. Also, when Barrett's HP is 80% or less, it deals 2.5 times damage. Sorry, I don't know why it was so hard for me to say that. All right, so that's pretty good. I mean, this is going to be pretty strong. I think that the overall power of this one will be weaker, but I do like these extra additions they are adding to the limit breaks. Let's switch over here to Tifa and check out her Dolphin Blow. This is going to be basically exactly the same thing as Clouds. Deals 1000% physical, magical, non-elemental damage, single enemy. When the target is debuffed, damage is granted 2 times. All right, well, that's pretty cool. Let's go over here to Aerith and check out hers. Hers is a very interesting one. It's going to be Breath of the Earth. A magic heal is cast. Potency 63% of healing. Range all allies. Also, physical defense down. Magic defense down is removed from all allies. So this will heal physical and magic defense break that is currently on the party. Interesting. So essentially this is going to be replacing Healing Wind, because I'm guessing by the time this is fully leveled, it's probably going to have pretty close to this healing potency on it, except for the fact that this one has a regen, but we don't know if this one will get an extra regen or not. I mean, regen didn't come originally on Healing Wind. I believe it was added when you got it to a certain level. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, let's go over here and look at Red 13. Red 13's new one is Stardust Ray. It has a charge speed of 1200. It deals 400% physical, magical, non-elemental damage. Also increases physical attack up. Magic attack up is removed from a single enemy. So it debuffs the physical attack and magic attack completely from the enemy you're fighting. So this ability is going to be fantastic for people currently stuck on fighting Bahamut, because you can use this to basically just kill his 5-tier magic attack buff. That's actually really cool. I'm excited to see that. All right, so let's go over to Yuffie here and see her Landscaper ability. All right, so the charge speed is 900, deals physical, magical, non-elemental damage range of all allies. Also, when it's dealt against a single target, it deals ×2 damage. All right, so definitely some interesting additions here to the limit breaks. All right, so let's look at Cait Sith. We're going to look at all his limit breaks here. Here we have Dice. Dice deals 500% physical, magical, non-elemental damage, charge speed 1800, also increases the strength per dice roll up to ×6. Interesting. This is very similar to the original one in Final Fantasy VII. Not quite the same, but I'm excited to see that he is rolling dice and doing some damage with it. All right, this next one is called Toy Box. Has a charge speed of 800, deals 320% physical, magical, non-elemental damage. It also breaks the physical defense and magic defense of the opponent. Interesting. So this one is kind of like Tifa's Somersault, except this one is Cait Sith's own version of that. All right, that's actually really nice for him to have. Plus, it has the really fast charge speed. Then we also have the Moogle Dance. Magic Heal is cast. Potency 13% of healing potency, range all allies. Also, physical attack is increased. Magic attack is increased. So this is essentially a carbon copy of Yuffie's Clear Tranquil, which is a great limit break. I feel like he has a really good array of limit breaks right here. So Cait Sith is looking pretty good. Now let's go over here and let's check out Zack. Zack's new limit break is called Apocalypse. Its charge speed is 900, deals 800% physical, magical, non-elemental damage, but against a single target deals ×2 damage. So the same as Yuffie's Landscaper. Now if we go over here, we can look at Sephiroth. Sephiroth's is Heliacal Rising. Deals 1000% physical, magical, non-elemental damage, charge speed 1000. Also when buffed, stats potency resistance is granted to target ×2 damage. So when the enemy is buffed, as opposed to debuffed, like Cloud and Tifa's, this one is going to do ×2 damage. Interesting. All right, so let's jump over here to Glenn and see what he's working with. There are definitely some similarities here between them. His is going to be a charge speed of 900, deals 1000% physical, magical, non-elemental damage. Also, when Glenn's HP is 80% or less, it deals 2.5 times damage. All right, so that one's looking actually really good. Let's go over here to Matt, see what he's working with. I'm curious what he's going to get. Vanquishing X. Has a really cool name. Charge speed 1200, deals 400% physical, magical, non-elemental damage. Also, physical attack up, magic attack up is removed from the single enemy, so essentially the same as Red 13's. I actually really like this one. I think it's going to have a lot of viability in the game. And last but not least, we have Lucia Lin, who does have Cheering Shots. Charge speed 800, deals 600% physical, magical, non-elemental damage. Also, physical attack is increased to all allies, along with magic attack is increased. So not only does it do damage, unlike Yuffie's Clear Tranquil, but it also boosts the physical attack, magic attack of the party at the same time. This is an interesting one, and I'm glad she's getting something that is unique to her. Now, honestly, I think they're all great. I think that Red 13's and Matt's could be very, very useful. I do like Cait Sith's, but Cloud is my favorite, so I am going to bind the limit break to him first. Just so you guys know, you're going to want to start off binding these so that you can start unlocking them as soon as possible. In order to do that, just go all the way back down to the beginning, unlock the limit break, and press begin, just like that. All right, and it looks like I've basically almost completely unlocked it. I just have to use this limit break 10 times, and I will unlock Clim Hazard. So excited to be finally getting some new limit breaks in the game. No limit break unlock mission currently set. Oh, for all of them. All right, so I'm not going to do that with all of you guys here. I'm going to come back and set them at a later point in time. Now from here, let's move over to the shop, and I'm going to do a quick review of the shop. The new chapter release, it's right here. Here is a Cait Sith guaranteed 5-star ticket. I'm gonna grab that. That one looks really fun to have. This one is gonna have Cait Sith ticket times 20 4-star guaranteed tickets as well, along with 100 Cait Sith character specific weapon parts. These are honestly some of the best bundles in the game, I would say. Very, very, very good right here for those of you that are willing to go in on those. And there's also 2 of them here for Tifa, which is fantastic. So these are very good value. This one, not as much, because we literally just got one of these for 300. And so essentially they're asking 1,200 for 10 gacha tickets. And I don't think that's a great deal at all. Other than that, we have our traditional packs here. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. This one just has some weapon parts, but like I said, I do not recommend spending on weapon materials in the game whatsoever. We don't have anything crazy here. We do have this 8,800 paid bundle with Cait Sith, along with 100 of his character specific weapon parts and 80 of his memories. Normally this would be 200 if it's a single character. I feel like the memories is kind of a jip, because we would rather have the character specific weapon parts over the memories, especially since they're farmable. But for those of you that are psyched on Cait Sith, I'm sure you'll be grabbing it. Other than that, I don't think that any of these other ones are going to be worth it, especially not something like this for a single 120 weapon from 110. So definitely not worth that in my opinion. All right, last but not least for the day, we're going to go over here. We're going to look a little bit at the banner. I do want to drop my new Cait Sith guaranteed weapon. So let's check that out really quick. I'm excited to see this. And then maybe we'll take a look at Cait Sith's weapons as well. Alright, so I'm not going to make you guys sit through this. We already know it's a guaranteed 5-star. Here's my first Cait Sith weapon in the game. Let's go. Alright, so it's the yellow megaphone. Let's see what it does. Alright, let's see. Alright, so this one, I'll go to OB6, is a 5 ATB cost, deals 590% physical non-elemental damage with a crit rate of 30%. Also, when hitting critical, deals ×3 damage. Whoa! This, coupled with his costume, which increases critical damage, is going to have insane damage. I mean, this thing is going to deal 2,100% physical non-elemental damage. Holy smokes, guys. This is by far the strongest physical non-elemental damage weapon in the game when it is critical, when it is hitting for critical damage. Wow, that absolutely blows my mind how powerful this is going to be. Cait Sith is going to be hitting like an absolute truck out there, guys. Wow. Alright, so I want to jump back over here. I want to look at his actual costume and see what the chances are of him landing a crit in the first place. So this is going to give him critical damage plus 50%. So that's even going to add another 50% to the possible 2,100, which adds 1,000%. So he's going to be able to hit for a 3,000% damage with this costume when that thing crits. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what it looks like is happening right now, which is insane, guys. Absolutely insane. Cait Sith is looking to be an absolute beast of a character, guys. So honestly, it's looking pretty freaking crazy. I think I'm going to wait to go over these in a video to come, but I will check these out at OB10 just to give you guys a glance. This one's going to deal 850% magic water damage, and when HP is 50% or more, magic attack is increased at a potency of low, second cast potency high. The R abilities, magic attack and boost water potency, are both good, although the water potency is a little low, I'm not going to lie. Support abilities are magic ability damage 20% in both 2 slots, and then the X sigil break right there. Other than that, we have Cait Sith's Flower Vase, which at level 120 OB10 will increase magic attack potency high, cast Regan as well, and then have a 20% chance to cast Haste. It also gives boost 62 magic attack at OB10 being one of the most powerful magic attack weapons in the game, along with having boost magic ability potency at 39. So extremely powerful magic weapon, you guys, right here. Super, super, super good. Other than that, the costumes, Tifa is going to be the boost magic ability potency with the Water Blade Arcanum, and Cait Sith's is going to be the Party Jacket, which is the buff debuff extension with the critical potency Arcanum as well. Also super, super, super burly. Cait Sith is going to be absolutely gnarly, guys. Now, before we head out, I am going to head over here, and I am going to just take a glance at each of these weapons really quick. All right, so we do have the Flower Vase, which we already looked at. Now we have the Yellow Megaphone, which is the one I just pulled. So super excited about this one and building this one. I mean, the capacity of doing 2100 plus half of that, 3000% physical non-elemental damage, just blows my mind. It's insanely powerful. Other than that, we have the Green Megaphone, all right, which is a water weapon, Bloomin' Spray, 4 ATB cost, deals 620%. I'm just going to be looking at these at, I guess I'll just look at these at base 5-star. Deals 390% magic water damage with a range of a single enemy. Also, when the range's HP is 50% or more, water resist is decreased. So, Cait Sith is now getting the official second water imperil weapon in the game, guys. Alright, that's actually pretty cool. Alright, what do we have from here? We have the Blue Megaphone. I'll put it at base 5-star level 120. This is going to be a magic ice damage, range all enemies, boost HP, boost ice potency. Alright, so that one's okay. It'll be good for having the HP and the ice potency are very good for the R abilities for that element. Then we have a AoE Firaga spell. Nothing crazy here. It does deal a decent amount of damage at OB10, but just looking at base 5-star, it just looks like this might be a good weapon to slot for a sub-weapon. Other than that, we have the Crystal Megaphone at level 120, base 5-star, which increases physical defense, alright, range of a single ally, also casts Regen and casts a heal. Alright, so this can increase the physical defense of a single ally. So nothing crazy here. It's kind of like Sephiroth's Torn Wing. Let's move on to the Silver Megaphone. This one is called Spinning Punch, 4 ATB cost, deals 320% physical non-elemental damage, crit rate of 20%. Also, physical defense is decreased, so it breaks physical defense. Let's see here. When hitting critical, physical defense is decreased, potency high. Okay, so the potency changes based on if Cait Sith crits here. But if it's at OB10, oh wow. At OB10, it still does physical defense low, so it has to crit in order for you to actually break the physical defense to high. The R abilities are pretty good, but honestly, I think this weapon is kind of trash. The fact that even at OB10, it still only does low. And the fact that you need a crit in order for it to go high is kind of lame, I think. Alright, so here we have the Gold Megaphone. At base 5-star level 120, deals 320% physical non-elemental damage. It is a fire imperil weapon, and when critting, it can reduce magic attack from mid to high potency. So it is a magic attack break along with a fire imperil, which is a new mechanic that we have coming to a weapon in this game. So that's actually pretty interesting, guys. Alright, other than that, we have two left. We have the Battle Trumpet here. It has 4 ATB cost, deals 220% physical non-elemental damage with a range of all allies, crit percent 20%. Also, magic attack is decreased to all allies. When hitting critical, physical attack is decreased to all allies. Alright, so this is essentially like a not quite as good version of Sephiroth's Kuja's Spirit Blade, but this is going to be the first weapon in the game since that weapon that's going to have an AoE magic attack, physical attack break. So this is definitely going to come in handy for people that don't have the Kuja's Spirit Blade. So just keep that in mind. That's a good thing to have. Last but not least, we have the Marching Horn. At base 5-star level 120, the physical attack is increased for a single ally. It casts Regen and it casts a single target heal. The R abilities are heal and buff debuff extension, so nothing crazy there. So there's nothing really super crazy about his kit, except for honestly this Yellow Megaphone. which is so gnarly. I'm not gonna lie. The capacity for damage on this thing just blows everything else out of the water in this entire game. So honestly, guys, that's gonna about wrap it up for all the new notices, the shop review, all of Cait Sith's new weapons, along with checking out each of the new limit breaks that just dropped into the game. That being said, if this video was helpful for you guys today, don't forget to drop a like, and if you're keen on future videos, don't forget to drop a sub to the channel. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I wish you guys the best of luck if you're pulling on Cait Sith. That being said, hope you all take care, have a wonderful night, and peace.